Morning, everybody. 40 below. I just, well, I'm at work this week. I just got dropped off the cafeteria and got to walk a block to get to the van. Whew. It is very cold, very cold. Just had to punch the number in there to unlock my van. Thought I'd show you a little bit here. Oh, there's somebody parked next to me. See how my little heater set up is keeping the windows nice and clear? Keeping ice off that front windshield, which is, man, last year, it was crazy big. Oh, he ran over my extension cord. Oh well. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. You know, last winter, we had that big news, the buzzword was the polar vortex, and everyone's like, oh my God, 40 below. Come to Northern Saskatchewan, man. We, January, February, let me take my boots off here. We're usually about, we sit around 25, 30 below. And then we usually get like a 2 to 3 week cold snap of 40 below. So yeah, polar vortex got nothing on us. The van's doing pretty good for the winter. Staying nice and warm. There, just go turn the lights on. My little curtain idea that I'm working on there, it's actually working really good. Like I saw in the earlier, let's adjust this a little bit. It definitely was keeping the, get myself in frame, boy. I don't even have my glasses on, I can't see what I'm doing. So anyways, yeah, that curtain idea that I'm trying to work on, or invent, create, make, whatever you want to say. There we go. It's working really well. It's definitely keeping the draft down, and all I have to do is put that little heater up in that on the dash. And like I say, I just have it on low. It's only I think it's like 800 or 750 or 800 watts when it's on low, and just that little bit of heat and moving the air around is keeping all the ice off the front windshield, which is great. Last winter, coming out of winter, the rain sensor, which is right up on the windscreen, messed up. They fixed it under warranty, but I often wondered if all the ice buildup on it all winter last year. Like I tried to keep it down, but it just happens, right? So I didn't know. They said that it failed and that they fixed it under warranty, but we're no longer under warranty for that. And yeah, so that's why I thought I'd try all this out. But it's working really well, keeping the ice off the windows. So one thing that's really nice is that with the ice being kept off the windows, it's a lot. I'm gonna say a lot more moisture is a lot more moisture in here. How would you say that? The humidity. It's not humid by any means, but oh my goodness, last year, all winter long, so dry. My nose, my skin, I was breaking out in rashes. It was so bad. I had to get all these special moisturizing creams for people that have like acne, just gentle moisturizer to keep the rashes off. It was pretty bad. So yeah, no, the curtain, that idea is working really well. As you can see, I didn't get rid of the Christmas lights. What else do I do to stay warm this winter? I saw on a video, Living the Vanlife, I believe is the correct name. Maybe I'll put a link in the description or try to put it up on the screen if I remember. But he went up to Tuktoyaktuk in the middle of the winter. I think he was going to experience some minus 45, minus 50 weather up there. It was even worse. So his van wasn't it's not that it's not winterized, but it's not winterized like to spend a whole winter up there. But that was what he did, is he took a winter sleeping bag. I think that one's rated for minus 50, and that's my emergency. So I carry that with me in the winter just in case, because you never know. It's all about my survival, right? But yeah, that's what he did, was he just took it and he hung it up across his back doors. And you know what? I thought, I'm going to try that this year. So I have those two big wood clamps that are just kind of holding it to the body. And yeah, it just kind of tucked in on the, in between the wall and the metal frame. Nice. And man, I can't believe how well that's working. How do I know it's working? When I open up the back barn doors, there's a canvas screen where there's like a screen door, but it's got a canvas covering over it that sits there. And on the other side of it's frost. So I know that there's not much heat getting out that back, which is awesome. You know, it's a common question I get a lot is, how are you doing in winter? Are you still staying in the van? And it's like, yeah, I tell people, you know, it's been a year and a half now, at least. I definitely spent all last winter. I think it was like a year ago, last October I think is when I kind of considered it my official start date of full-time living in the van. Like I was spending a lot of time in the van before that, but the build had progressed to the point where I would say I was actually living in it. But yeah, it's working great. Furnace, as long as it stays running. The only problem I've had with it this year is a little bit of frost building up. And that, like I say, I talked about it last video. I think that was either from snow getting on the furnace's exhaust and humidity kind of building up a little bit under the van. And we're not talking a lot of humidity because it's winter, obviously, but enough that it was causing frost. Or because the muffler doesn't face down, but it's angled at a 45 almost. So it shoots the exhaust out from underneath the van. Maybe a little bit of that exhaust was under the van, and of course there's going to be a little moisture in the warm exhaust air. But yeah, it didn't take very much frost to build up on the tip of that hose, and it would shut down the furnace. The furnace just wouldn't get enough air. I didn't have that problem last year, but last year I had a cardboard tube for air intake as well. Now I've switched to metal, and I think that could have a lot to do with it. So, like I said, last video again, I ordered some little tips for them so that they can kind of angle out from underneath the van. Hopefully that'll help. It'll definitely help me keep an eye on that air intake because I'll be able to see it better. Yeah. No, winter's pretty good. The furnace, like I say, well, let's just take a little look here. Get down on the floor a bit here. But as you can see, here's my furnace fan. I got one there. I've got one right here. They're just pointed down so they scoot the warm air across the floor. And like we're talking, it's 30 below. Wow, it's not 30 below. It's 40 below outside there this morning. It's going to warm up today. This cold weather, the little cold snap's going to break. It keeps like the majority of the floor warm. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of places where it's a little chilly, and definitely under the bed the floor's chilly. But you know, it's working great. What was the other mod I did this winter was the air intake for the furnace. I ran it to draw air back from the batteries. Well, let's just see. I know that before I did that modification at 30 below, let me get a hair elastic for my hair here. Before I did the modification at 30 below, the batteries were reporting how would I say this? Okay, the external sensor on the battery, because I have 3 batteries lined up from the back barn doors forward. So I put the battery sensor externally, because the battery shunt comes with a temperature sensor. So I taped that to the farthest battery back. So idea being that corner back there is going to be the coldest. Well, I mean, the other corner will be cold too, but we're talking about the batteries right now. And it was reporting that the batteries are sitting at -4, -5 at 30, 35 below. So if I go into my, show you what I'm doing here. Go into the Renogy one. And you can see here. Yeah, so you can see here, the external temperature of that battery is 0.8 degrees Celsius. So that's like at least a 4-degree increase. So yeah, like I said, the rear corner battery has an external battery temperature sensor on it. And it's saying it's at like, what did I say, 0.8 degrees Celsius. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. But, so that's good. It's above freezing. And like I say, it's 40 below outside right now, and it's been sitting all night. The second battery in the lineup is the Chins battery, and the Chins battery has Bluetooth capabilities, and its battery monitor system is reporting that it's at like +5 internally, which is, you know, that's well within the operating ranges of lithium batteries. So I think I'm gonna have some breakfast. Like I say, I'm working nights right now, so I'm gonna have to get some sleep here. It's the morning. Stop at the cafeteria, grab some breakfast. I don't know if you guys want to see. Camp life. Actually, breakfasts, they do pretty good. I mean, it's a cafeteria, right? So they're cooking for a ton of guys, so things are pretty bland. Well, I'm not gonna say pretty bland, but I mean, might not have as much salt in it as you like, stuff like that. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, I'm gonna get some supper, and I'm gonna take a sleep. I just wanted to do a quick update about how my winter's going. The van's running good this winter. The other modification I did was I wired the block heater, if you remember. Hit subscribe, and or go back and check out the other videos. That I wired the block heater to the 110 system of the van, like the house batteries, and in between it I put a timer. Just hit the timer, 30 minutes, warms up the engine, fires right up. I haven't had a problem with that this winter. I haven't, other than the furnace kicked out a couple of times due to moisture buildup on the tube. I just check it all the time now. No, the van has been running awesome, been staying really warm. I'm definitely thinking about making some curtains for the back for the winter that I'll Velcro in. That sleeping bag is working awesome. I don't really like the blue, although I do know I need some more color in here. I don't know if most guys are like this. I don't have any interior design. That's why it's all wood and gray. But I did do some more color. That's why I didn't take down the Christmas lights. But anyways, I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna watch YouTube videos. I'm gonna hit the hay, and I just wanted to give everybody an update. It's a common question I get is how my winter is going. What's life in the van like? And it is 100% comfortable. This is just every bit as warm and comfortable as it was in my house. I just set the thermostat on my furnace. It's been, other than, like I said, a few times it's kicked out due to frost buildup, it's been running all since before October. Like in November when it got cold enough, I just turned it on, set the temperature, and I've left it on. And I did that last year too. I just set the temperature on the thermostat, and all winter long it ran, no problem. Just kept the van at a constant temperature, no issues. And really easy because I skipped the service. The parts didn't come in time enough, and I didn't want to take it apart in the middle of, well, when I was already a month into winter, and then find out that, oops, I put it together wrong, or I ordered the wrong part, and now it doesn't run, and whatever. I have the parts. They're sitting over here just in case something does happen, but no, I cannot complain. And what do I have? It's the S-Bar gasoline version, the 4 kilowatt, I think it is. I mean, it's identical, I think, to the diesel heaters. I mean, internally in the setup and everything it is. Maybe they have a different jet for the gas, I'm not sure, or setting for a different flow rate. Gas has a little less BTUs in it, but like I say, 4 kilowatts has been having no problem at 40 below, heating the van. Everything's good. I'm gonna get some breakfast. I'm tired. I'm starting to babble here and repeat myself. So I'm just gonna have my breakfast, watch a couple YouTube videos, and I'm going to bed. I'm tired. All right, guys. Talk to you later.